like kind of two parts to my tinnitus. I first got tinnitus when I was about, I think around 15. I got it from a gig. When I was younger, me and my best friend used to like rock music. So, or maybe it was more like pop rock back then. Um, and I went to a gig when I was young. I didn't know about hearing loss or hearing protection or tinnitus. I didn't know anything. I was literally about 15 or 16. Um, and I stood next to a speaker and I came out of the gig and I was like deaf for a few days. And I obviously had done some damage to my hearing. And then I got this ringing in my ears that just, I went to the doctor. He was like, your ears will settle down, the tinnitus will go away. It never did. But luckily for me, for like 10 years, the tinnitus didn't really bother me. I could count on, probably count on one hand how little it bothered me. Like, I very rarely tuned into it. I couldn't hear it when I went to bed. I was very, very lucky. My brain must have like really like habituated really well, and I just completely tuned it out. I didn't even really understand the process of habituation then. I just didn't hear it and it didn't bother me. So it was weird. I knew I had it and I knew if I like put my fingers in my ear, I had it, but it didn't bother me really. It did upset me when I first got it. And there were a few times where it maybe like spiked in my life and it would upset me again. Um, I think that was from maybe more hearing damage. I'm not even sure, but it was so minimal in how much it impacted me that it just it didn't really bother me. So, and then about 4 or 5 years ago now, this is where like part two comes in. My tinnitus just got louder. I think it was from the COVID vaccine. I can't say for sure, but nothing else had really changed in my life because we were in like lockdown. I wasn't going out. I wasn't going anywhere loud. I wasn't, yeah, like nothing had really changed out of the ordinary for me. I wasn't on any other medication or anything that I was like new at that time. Um, and the only thing I had was the vaccine. And then like maybe like a week later, I think that I started suddenly hearing my tinnitus again. And I woke up one morning and I was like, oh, I can hear my tinnitus. This is really weird. Um, Tried not to react too much because I like Googled it and it was like, oh, maybe you've lost habituation. And I was like, oh, okay, right, then maybe it'll settle back down. Maybe I'll tune it out again. Over time, I realized that it definitely I feel like physiologically changed. I feel like it definitely got louder. Some weird things were happening around that time as well. Like it was almost like it would change ears. I started getting really bad hyperacusis as well. I didn't have that really before. And then that was kind of when I started getting anxious around it because I was like, well, this is definitely different. It's not just going to like it wasn't just about to go back to what it was. And like I had this really loud, not loud, but I had this really sensitive hyperacusis now. Like even like the sound of sellotape would like hurt my ears. Thankfully, like it has calmed down over the like last 4 or 5 years, but it's still something that like massively impacts my anxiety and mental health. To be honest, it's because it's not tuned out like it used to. I can't sleep in silence anymore. I have to sleep with the soundscape on. It's changed the way I live my life. I don't really go to music gigs anymore or anywhere loud. If I do, I always have ear protection and I will have intervals where I'm in and out and I don't stay for anywhere near as long as I would when I was younger. It changed the way I live my life. Like I don't really drink alcohol anymore because I find that makes it worse. Caffeine, I try to, unless it depends on my anxiety levels, but when my anxiety is really bad, I just completely like don't go near caffeine. I don't really drink coffee anymore. I'll drink tea just because it doesn't seem as extreme in terms of like the caffeine release. Socially, it impacts me the most. I just feel like it isolates me quite a lot and it holds me back. And I feel like for me, the main thing is it gives me like really bad anxiety and it makes me scared for my future, to be honest, because I find it so hard to live with already that I'm just scared of. Yeah, and I just feel like it holds me back in like even what I want to do for my job, and it's just shit. Yeah, it's hard to. Yeah, it's hard. I don't know how to. I don't know what to say. What? That it's invisible, so like people don't understand, and people just think like you can't get a grip or like you have anxiety for no reason, but it's like it's a lot more. It's a lot deeper than that. kind of like everywhere you go, there's just no peace inside your own body. Like even I've been having a bad patch at work recently with my anxiety and with my tinnitus, and someone was like to me like, "Oh, like get signed off work, go on holiday," and in my head I was just like, I can't even escape the main cause of my anxiety. Just like going away doesn't cure, or like there is kind of no escape. Um, I've been in better places with it, so I am in a bit of a bad place with that at the moment. So like, but even when it's good, it's still like I'm never at like 100%. I feel in myself of like who I used to be, of like also like my mental health, the peace, and like even like my personality. I just feel like I'm always at maybe like 80% on, and that's me at my like best because the tinnitus is just always there, reminding me that I can't. I don't know. I feel like I can't really be free because of it. I guess my hopes would be that we do make some leeway on um, research and treatments, and I feel like because of what you guys are doing, we are seeing that in kind of real time. Because I've been keeping up. It's a hard one because like I try not to follow too much because I can become a bit obsessive. So I'm like sometimes I like to dip my toe in, but like I feel like I'm also at a point where I'm like maybe I should just succumb to it as well. Maybe like try and be part of the movement, which is why I'm doing this because I feel like I need to. Tinnitus is hard to accept, even when you like do accept it sometimes. Or like I feel like for me, I'm having a relapse recently. Like I've got to more of an accepting place, and more recently because I'm thinking about my future and how much it holds me back from. I'm like having a relapse, and it's actually like caused this suffering loop again. But yeah, my hope would be that like we start to see, because of how transparent Tinnitus Quest are being, the updates on this research, and like hopefully the successes.